Hi Vicky, welcome to your free website review video. So the first thing we do is look at the page speeds and the mobile test with Google. You're able to actually do this yourself as well. So it's called testmysite.withgoogle.com. So if you want to obviously try it out yourself, you'll obviously get the same results as this. So the site actually loads within 5 seconds, which is classed as good. We can actually get that down to about 3 seconds, which means this figure here will decrease. They estimate that because of the 5-second load speed on a mobile, you'll possibly lose 19% of visitors. But the bigger issue for me is that it doesn't actually pass usability guidelines, so that means it's not mobile responsive. So as you can see here, the text is like really small, so people are not going to be able to read that on the mobiles. I'll show you the difference between a mobile responsive website. I'll just show you mine. So as you can see, when mine goes to a mobile responsive, the logo, everything changes. So everything's in like, the writing's large, everything can be read quite easily. You can scroll through everything, as you can see. With yours, that's what they would, well, they wouldn't see that on a mobile. They would see that on a mobile. So they would have to zoom in, which nobody does anymore. Most users would just click off that site on a mobile, because you'd have to zoom in, read the text, zoom back out, find where you want to go. So it all needs to be, in a nice, scroll-worthy fashion where people can look for the information that they need and obviously click on the buttons that they want when they want to obviously inquire. So that's the first issue that would need addressing. Now the only way to sort that out would be to have a new design, because the cost of making this website mobile responsive would actually be more than having a new design, such as, I've actually picked one out for you, because we have some nice demo designs for this industry. So this is a demo design for physiotherapy. So if you look at here's a demo, so ignore the cheesy images and the silly text. It's just to show you the kind of like styles and sections you can have within the design. I will send you this link as well so you can have a look at this in person. This is a testimonial section, so as you can see, there's some nice testimonials in there. Nice social media links in the footer. You can have a calendar, you can have a booking calendar, and all this isn't expensive because we can utilise WordPress and plugins and things like that. I will send you this link so you can have a look at that. But I just wanted to obviously show you I'll show you the mobile responsiveness difference between yours and this. So when this goes to mobile, as you can see, all the social media icon, it basically just changes completely into a proper website that's viewable on mobile. So as you can see, they can contact you straight away. They can see all the information. They don't have to scroll. They don't have to zoom in. Sorry, and there's a lot of calls to action to get to the information that they need. So hopefully you can see obviously why that is much better than what you've got right now. The next thing we touch on is the security SSL certificate, which you haven't got at the minute, which is this area here, and also in the search engines within the next 4 weeks, I'd say. Basically, Google are rolling out an update, Google 68, if you want to read into it. And what's going to happen is they're really pushing for the secure SSL certificates on every website. So if yours doesn't have one, it will show not secure where this I is. I'll just show you the difference. So this is one of our clients, and they obviously have upgraded to SSL, and they have secure next to their name. Now, that's not the biggest issue. The biggest issue is in the search engines, it's going to start showing not secure and secure next to your domain. So obviously, if someone searches for you and one of your competitors has upgraded, and it says secure in a nice green text with a nice green locked padlock, but then yours isn't secure and it has like not secure next to it in red, then obviously they're going to click on the secure link. So, you know, in terms of conversions and getting people to visit the site, that's quite a big thing now. And I would say, you know, try and get that resolved in the next 4 weeks. That we can obviously help you with that, and our prices are competitive across the industry. We're not, I'd say we were probably one of the most competitively priced in every area of web design, just based on the fact that obviously I work from a home studio, so I don't have huge overheads to cover, so I don't have to mark up things like the SSL certificates, which to me, web designers shouldn't really mark that up. They should just charge a small fee to obviously install that onto your website. We actually only charge around £20 to install it and sort that out for you. But depending on your host, because it's the cost of the certificate is down to your hosting provider. So that's something that you might need to look into. If you're not sure how to do that, then obviously I can do that for free. I'll look into it for you for free. That's absolutely fine. So if you want some help with that, please get in touch and let me know. The next thing is the GDPR, which is as you will have probably seen on the news and across the internet, you need to update your website to have a pop-up box, such as this. In a second. So you need to have a pop-up bar at the top or the bottom to say that the visitors accept the policies. That is a legal requirement now, so that does need sorting out pretty quick. Also, you need the cookie policy. As you can see, you've got privacy policy. Your cookies might be actually covered in there, but we would need to double check that. And obviously your terms and conditions as well. So that's just a legal requirement now. Now the next thing is conversion optimization. Now this is something that I'm really passionate about, and it's making websites convert better. Because you say the traffic that you get into this website, I don't know what you're getting at the minute because obviously I'm not managing the site. I'm not looking at the analytics behind the scenes with Google and whatnot. But there are quite a few things that could increase inquiries on this website by at least twice as much, to be fair. So if you're getting, say, 2 or 3 inquiries a week, these changes that if you can implement these, they're going to double your inquiries very easily, if not triple, in most circumstances. So the first thing is a live chat facility. I'll just show you kind of a website that does this really well. It also has a lead magnet facility. Now, ignore this bit for now. The live chat is down here. So if you can actually, I know you're going to be busy with clients all day, so this is probably, if you are kind of the main person who deals with inquiries, then this might not work very well for you as in the live chat, but you can have this say leave a message as well. It just means that they don't have to go and find the contact link, especially in a mobile site where it obviously condenses it into the hamburger menu. This can pop up straight away, and if they've got a question and they can't be bothered looking through the site for an answer, which, as you know, a lot of us have not got the patience to do anymore, then that facility obviously increases inquiries. We've seen it, increases up to 40% in this instance. Sometimes 50%. It is really something that will help you increase inquiries. The next thing is social proof. So on your homepage, you need to have some testimonials. It's okay having them in a link again in the menu. But on the home page now, you need the 3 main important things, which is obviously a little bit of a story about us, so they get a feel of who you are, and obviously some unique selling points and some maybe some questions that answers to questions that people the most common answers to questions that people have in terms of physio, and then obviously some real life testimonials. You've got a big space here that could have been filled with testimonials. This is good. I like this with the physiotherapy provider 4, because that does give you some, credentials, which is excellent, but we could make that more prominent as well. And then also with the calls to action, you could have like, you know, Enquire Today button. There's not really many calls to action. People have got to go and find the contact page, which 5 years ago was fine, but now with our attention spans obviously decreasing with the rate of the technology and the internet, you need buttons all over the show, and it's not something that people sometimes think it's something that web designers try and push to obviously make more money, but it does really help with conversions. And you know, if you had this done to your site, you know, add a couple of buttons to say contact us today. If you imagine someone scrolling down now and getting to the end and thinking, oh yeah, you know, I like that, and then they've got to like scroll back up, and although that, see, on a desktop it's fine, but on a mobile, especially on this website that's not mobile responsive, it's quite difficult to then go and find a contact page. So calls to action, such as, I'll give you an example of this website. They've got the, you know, contact us, and then a nice little tagline with then get a quote, because obviously some people are ready to contact you at that point. If they like the look of your website straight away, they'll go, right, contact us, because they don't want to waste another 2 minutes looking through the site because they like the look of this bit. The more skeptical person would obviously scroll through and look at some of your work and testimonials, but there's always a way, you know, to get in touch at every point. You know, contact us there, recent work, free quote. So at every section, they'd never have to scroll around and find, you know, the contact page. And honestly, that it is quite a big thing, that. Next thing is reviews. So obviously collecting reviews on Facebook and Google. I don't know whether you do that. If you do, that's great. In this video, I don't go and search for that for those. If you're not collecting reviews on Facebook and Google, you need to start doing so. But they also need to integrate with your site. I'll just show you my my testimonials page. Mine's actually a dynamic page that's linked to my testimonials. So every time someone leaves one, it adds to my website, and obviously that increases the prominence of this page. Not only that, when they land on this, they're able to then click through to my Facebook page, and from there they're able to contact me there as well. Some people prefer that, and it shows the number of likes, the person, and it looks the social proof element, you know, helps with conversions as well. The next thing is video. Now with physiotherapy, obviously I understand you can't really have videos of you know, massaging your clients, you know, and treating your clients because of data protection. But there are ways to, you know, to integrate it. You know, obviously you've got permission to use this picture here. We're able, if this was a video instead of a slider, because although it is nice to have a slider, it's the next step back from a video. You're able to, with a video, this could be kind of, you know, 15 seconds long, explain the story as well, and also the images. At the minute, it's just images. You know, there's no text with the images. You could even have a voiceover, and we're able to do those at a very competitive cost as well, starting from £99 to be fair. And the next one is the most kind of the newest item that we've added to the review video, and that's this Albacross. Now, we don't get paid for telling you about this, or, you know, we don't get a commission. Basically, the fundamentals of this is that if someone visits your site and then clicks off without making an inquiry, you actually still can get their details. So you're able to contact them afterwards to maybe send them an email and say, we noticed you visited our site. Did you not find the information you were looking for? Can we help you with anything? And obviously that is going to, again, it makes you look as if you care, and you know, you want to give them the information that they're looking for. And also it gives you a lot of feedback for improvements to the website. So hopefully you can see that's, you know, although it's a 15-minute video, these are the kind of basics of where your website should be at in 2018. And I'd say probably 80% of people are not doing these things. So, you know, by listening to this video and listening to me and maybe, you know, having a phone conversation and seeing if we can help you with any of those things, it puts you ahead of your competitors. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If there's any more questions or you need any more information, please feel free to get in touch. Cheers.